Welcome to the Epcotian Adventure,
a podcast where we talk about all things Disney, but we're Epcot-centered.
including tips and tricks, festivals and favorites, and the very latest in our rankings and reviews.
But we're still old enough to remember when one of these was an absolute must-do.
This is episode 156, the top 7 Walt Disney World restaurants not worth the money, and how Disney can fix them.
Or, don't worry, we'll put a positive spin on this too.
So now please remain seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the podcast as we embark on our Epcotian adventure.
We call it Epcot.
Howdy folks, and welcome to episode 156 of the Epcotian Adventure. I'm Rod.
And I'm Sue.
And yes, this episode has the longest title of any we've ever done.
I think it does.
Yeah. But, you know, this is a good one. This is going to be talking about the restaurants that we feel, at least in our humble opinions, are just not worth the money at Walt Disney World.
It's true. A lot of the food we love. We've talked about some of our favorite restaurants over and over and over again. And then there's some that we avoid, and there are reasons for these avoiding restaurants. So we're just going to try to save you a little bit of money, save you a lot of time, and maybe just hit some of these on why we think they're not worth your hard-earned cash.
Yeah, some of these have been our favorites in the past. A few of these are new favorites that we found that just replaced other ones that we found just aren't worth the money anymore because things get more expensive over the years, and so you have to be a little more frugal when you're spending that family dollar at Walt Disney World, especially on food, because there's so many good options.
So let me specify before we jump into number 7. We are doing these in order of least offensive to most offensive. So, and again, strictly our opinion. This is based on literally nothing but our own noggins and our own memories. So, you know, come at us in the comments if you want to, if we're hitting your favorite. Good for you. We love that for you. We hope that you continue to enjoy your favorite places. But for us, let's jump into our list.
I'm going to start with number 7. This was mine, and it's Oga's. And yes, we love Oga's Cantina over
this
at
one
Disney
hurts my
Hollywood
heart.
Studios.
It hurts my heart.
It's so much fun to go here. But I'm sorry, the food offerings, it's a lounge. Yeah, we'll first say that. It's not a restaurant, it's a lounge. But of all the lounges, this one, it just doesn't hit the spot when it comes to food.
Now, we do still love it. These are pre-batched drinks, but they're drinks that we actually enjoy. So if you're looking for a full bar, this is not going to be for you as well. But the pre-batched drinks that they have, I don't know, maybe we're just not picky. But the ones that we get, I love the Jedi Mind Trick is my favorite one. We both love the Bestman Fizz. Rod, what's your other favorite one?
Oh, the Fuzzy Tauntaun. Yeah.
It's a classic.
I love it when my lips tingle. It's fun.
The Yub Nub is also fun. That's a great, tropical drink. Anyway, we do like the drinks, but the food is not it, folks.
Yeah, and you just stand. There's just no seating in here. There's some, but just not enough.
So how could Disney save this location? A, what Rod just said, seating. It's a pretty basic thing. When you're walking around a theme park all day, you don't want to go in to relax and stand with strangers. Who wants to do that? Literally nobody. Nobody. Or you just reduce capacity and people are going to be upset that they can't get in. You know what? But the people who are inside are going to have a way better experience. So the last time we were at Oga's, it was so disappointing. And we were taking a first timer. She had never been to Oga's and we had talked it up and we got there. We were sharing a table with strangers who were literally not engaged in any. It was so awkward. It was so awkward. And there's a time limit and half of our party couldn't get, it was a whole thing. But anyway, it was not worth our time. It was not worth our money. We just drank our drinks and left disappointed. So we don't want that. We don't want that for you. We want you to have a great time. So Rod, where do we recommend instead?
Well, if you're at Hollywood Studios, I would say go over to the Brown Derby Lounge. It's all seating. It is outdoors. That is one of the caveats, as it's an outdoor location versus indoors, because the AC is fantastic in Oga's. But the food and the drinks, in my opinion, overall are better at Brown Derby.
Now, if you're looking for that immersive theme, this is not going to be it. But if you're looking for a great sit-down break, in your Hollywood Studios day. Brown Derby Lounge for sure. All right. Number 6. Yeah, let's talk about this.
We might have to talk here. This one needs a little therapy.
It needs some therapy. This is the one that we alluded to in our intro that used to be 100% of the time was a must-do. We went to Disney World at least once a year when we were cast members and we could get in for free. And
up to 10 times a year, actually.
Yeah, well, that's why I said at least.
Yeah.
But literally every time we go, 100% of the time, we would go to Ohana. And that is the big restaurant over at the Poly or Disney's Polynesian Village Resort Hotel Spa. I don't know. the full thing.
And DVC.
And DVC.
No, yes.
Yes. But over at the Poly, we would always take time out of our Disney schedule to hit Ohana. Every single time. This was back when it was a Brazilian barbecue. They would bring around the skewers of freshly grilled meats. They would have the tables of family-style sides that were, well, delicious. They were delicious. They're pretty much the same as they are now, but they were on their individual platters. It wasn't just the trough of appetizers that they bring you all in one bowl. The dessert was pineapple and caramel, which sounds super simple and weird. It was delicious. Nothing against the bread pudding that they have now, because that is also a fantastic dessert. But there was something so simply delicious about that fresh cut pineapple dipped in the warm caramel. If you've never tried it, do not diss it until you've tried it, because it is so good. But that does not exist anymore. The skewers of meat don't exist anymore. Everything's brought to your table family style, and it's not as good. It's just not as good.
Yeah, in my opinion, go over to Sebastian's at the Caribbean Beach, or Caribbean Beach, depending on how you like to say that. It also is served family style, kind of like it is at Ohana's, but it's a little less chaotic and easier to get a reservation for, and it's cheaper.
And you're still getting the island vibe, the island flavors. It's a win-win over at Sebastian's. The bread service is fantastic. The food is fantastic. They're so good about dealing with allergies everywhere Disney is, but we just had a personal experience there, and it was so much fun. Rod, how could they save Ohana?
I think they need to go back to the original concept and do the Brazilian barbecue. Bring around the skewers of meat so that they can just bring as much meat as you want. I mean, it's so much more fun this way. So number 5 on the list, over at Hollywood Studios, the Sci-Fi Dine-In Theater. This one used to also be one of our favorites, and the problem is here, nothing's changed. It's been the same exact thing for 30 plus years.
Now, one thing has changed. The menu has changed, and it has gotten progressively worse.
Yeah,
so,
weird.
I mean, that's a thing.
Well, they keep trying things that make it worth the money, I think. You know, at least in Disney's view is, hey, if we put all of this random stuff on these burgers, then we can charge $25 for them. I like a burger. I don't need peanut butter and jelly and anyway.
No, I do.
Opinion. Well,
I like weird burgers, but my problem with Sci-Fi Dine-In is that every time, and I don't know why this is, but every time we've ordered there, when the food comes out, it is room temperature at best. Why? Where is it coming from? Where are they bringing it from?
If you're not familiar with this location, that you need to know is that the seating is in these cars. So you have seats all facing a drive-in style movie screen, and there's 3 rows of 2 or 3 if you have a small kid. So if you've got a family of 4, all of a sudden in that 3rd row right in front of you or right behind you is a random couple staring at the back of your heads, or you're staring at their heads, or it's really awkward if you're a little introverted like most Disney adults. And I don't know, it just ruins the whole experience for me.
And contrary-wise, if you are a family and you do have kids with you, your kids are suddenly not sitting with you. So if they need your help to cut their food because they're younger, or you want to have a conversation with your spouse, but you have to sit next to your kid because they do need your help, then, I mean, the whole thing just gets weird. It gets weird. The alternative is they have, like, as if you were sitting, like, at a picnic table, like, over to the side of the cars, so that's an option, but then you're missing out on the whole opportunity of sitting in the cars. It's a lose-lose situation. So, Rod, how could they save this one?
You know, I don't know, because the theming works in that you're sitting in little cars, and if you've got a family of 6, you know, you fill a car. So I think it's a matter of perspective. From a Disney adult perspective, it's not worth the money. If you're there with a family, it still might be. That's why it's not higher on the list.
A quick fix they could do is to change up the reels that have been playing since literally opening day. Just give us something new to watch. Well, the ones that are there are fun. I don't think they need to go away, but intersperse new clips and improve the food. Other food at Disney's Hollywood Studios is fantastic. Brown Derby, fantastic. ABC Commissary, fantastic. So good. There's other good food there. There's no reason sci-fi should be the standout of the bad food quality. So those are some easy fixes. If you're just looking for good food in your day without the immersive theming, then I would recommend ABC Commissary as a quick stop. Fantastic food, but zero theming. Or Backlot Express. They have burgers and chicken strips and that kind of thing that your kids will enjoy, and they might enjoy that as well. All right. Number 4 on our list is going to be controversial. I think all of these are probably controversial, because if you like them, you like them, and if you don't, then you're us. So, number 4 on our list, we're going to go over to Contemporary Resort and go to Chef Mickey's. Now, if you are a family and you have small ones, this is probably a must-do for you, because you get to meet all 5 of the Fab 5 characters. You're going to be Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, Donald, and Pluto. It's the only character dining where you get to meet all 5 of them. It's a buffet. To us, that's a downfall. But to a lot of people, that's good, especially with kids. But there are some downsides. Rod, talk us through.
Well, I just wrote down 4 things. Kids, food, price, and loud. It's really expensive. It's really popular with families, which, again, if you're there with kids, this is a must-do, like Sue said. But for adults just looking for a dinner, this is not worth the money. It's really expensive. The food quality is not great. And because it's in the A-frame, it's really loud in there.
So loud.
So, a couple of things they could do to fix it. I don't know, move it? I mean, really, location-wise and for families, this is actually kind of perfect, which is why it's not so far up the list. But for adults, it's just not worth it. The options that I think are good for this, Topolino's Terrace is a better breakfast option if you want character breakfast, a little more quiet, and you can order from a menu, and it's cheaper, for heaven's sakes.
And it's the food quality is so
much better.
So much better.
Yeah.
Like, not even on the same scale. Now, that's over at Riviera Resort. The dinner is very different. It's not a character experience, so the only character experience there is the breakfast. So worth it. And the other option would be Tusker House, and they do offer a dinner, and that's at Animal Kingdom, so that would be a ticket required. Again, you're meeting 4 of the Fab 5, and they're in their cute little safari outfits, so how can you go wrong with that?
And it's still a buffet, so there's stuff for adults and for kids. And the food
good. Quality
is really good.
Yes. All right.
Number 3, Space 220 over at Epcot. We've talked about this one. I don't know how many times we've brought up the story about going to the lounge and having really, really bad food. You know, I know that Space 220 is one of the hottest tickets still for reservations at Epcot, or just about anywhere at Disney World Resort. But because of the price point, because of the lounge food not being good, there's just not a lot of redeeming features here for the price point. And you can't order a la carte unless you're in the lounge.
Now, the lounge is just a different row than the table seating. You're still going to have the same experience of looking through those giant windows into space. And as far as the atmosphere goes, there is literally no replacement for this. So in order to suggest something else, we went for something that's equally immersive, equally air-conditioned, because that's important, and has a much better menu, and is quieter as well. So we picked one of our favorites at Epcot, which is San Angel Inn. Now, this is in the Mexico Pavilion. It's indoors. You're going to be in the AC. It's a little bit dark, so bring your phones if you need to use your little camera light there.
Used to say use your lighters, but nobody has those anymore.
No, that's built into the phone as well.
Well, that's true, yeah.
As long as you don't actually need to light something. But it has great food, it has an immersive setting, and way easier to get a reservation. You have to like Mexican food because it's Mexican, but it is delicious, authentic Mexican food.
Yeah, and this is one that has come up in the world.
Yes.
This is one of those locations that used to be, it's just Mexican food. But the food quality has come up so high that it's actually worth the money now. And it's not that overpriced for Disney. And when it comes to an overall meal, you're actually probably going to spend less than you did at Space 220 for the price fix. So, yeah.
Very true.
For Pixie Pixie.
Now, if you are set on doing Space 220, please do yourself a favor and do the lounge so that you can order a la carte and you're not stuck in a price fixed meal of inedible food. That's just my own opinion.
I would recommend doing a reservation for 220 if you do plan to do it, because the walk-up list fills up very quickly in the morning.
Agreed. All right, number 2. We're on the podium here. Number 2 is going to be also controversial. Number 2 is going to be 50's Primetime Cafe. This is over at Disney's Hollywood Studios again. This is like a living nightmare if you are an introvert. This is set in a 50s style cafe or a 50s style kitchen, as if you are visiting friends, family, relatives in a 50s sitcom. So everyone who's serving you is an aunt, an uncle, a granny, a cousin, mom, and they are going to give you all the rules. They're going to tell you when to take your elbows off the table. They're going to not give you a dessert menu unless you've finished your vegetables. If you do something wrong and you're talking with your mouth full, you're going to go stand in the corner with a dunce cap on your head. There are all kinds of shenanigans going on. If that is your vibe, this might be the place for you. If you like to eat heavy meatloaf and fried chicken on a 100-degree day in Florida, this is for you.
That's the other thing. Who wants that type of a menu in Florida in the summer? It's the same problem they have over at Magic Kingdom, where they're serving the Thanksgiving-style dinner.
At Liberty Tree.
At Liberty Tree.
No, people
Great
love
food,
it. Yeah.
But it's just heavy.
Yeah, it's a little much for a Florida afternoon. So how can they save this?
I don't know that they can fix this.
No,
This is
I
something
do
that
have a
some people-
suggestion.
Well, but some people really think it's fun.
Yes, that's true. Some people don't think it needs to be fixed.
Yeah, but what would you suggest?
I would suggest that instead of making it mean, they make it fun. So rather than having someone come over and tell you to get your elbows off the table and stand in the corner, and it's really sort of evolved into this excuse for cast members to be mean to guests.
Which for the cast members is fantastic.
Yes,
very
and more
therapeutic.
power to them. However,
basically-
as a guest, we don't want that. But if you made it little old granny coming over and, how's your day, sweetheart? And like,
I
it
like
could
that.
be really
Aunt
fun
B.
and cute.
For
Yes.
Mayberry. Make it Mayberry. Oh my gosh, yes.
It
There
could
you
be
go.
really, really fun and clever and less intrusive, less embarrassing. If you are easily embarrassed, just don't go here.
Yeah, so
period.
what you're saying is they should make it Whispering Canyon Cafe at Wilderness Lodge.
More
which
along
is
those lines.
Kind of still the same idea, but it's more like if you ask for ketchup, they bring you a bunch of ketchup. If they,
They make it fun.
They make it fun. They don't make it intrusive.
Yes.
I mean, it's still, hey, look, everybody bring the ketchup over to this table.
It's less mean, is what I'm going to say. And people are going to debate me on that, I'm sure. But I think when you are able to laugh at it too, it's more fun. When you're just being poked and prodded and made fun of, it's less fun. So, to each his own. And this definitely is a high hitter for a lot of people. They love it. They love the shenanigans. They love the antics. For us, this is number 2 on our not worth your money list.
Well, number 1, I think everybody's going to agree with this one. This is over at Animal Kingdom and Disney Springs, Rainforest Cafe.
They have 2 locations.
They have 2. I mean, back in the day when you could do this at the local mall,
Yeah.
it made sense maybe because it was really new and popular. But since then, they've added T-Rex, and there's basically 3 of these locations with the same basic menu. Not worth the money.
You're basically paying a premium Disney theme park price to eat at Chili's.
Oh, if that, and the food's still not as good from what I remember. I mean, we've been there many times over the years, and it's never been good.
It used to be one that I enjoyed. I would never say it's a favorite, but the food was always decent and the atmosphere was fun. However, it's devolved in all areas.
And it's gotten so much more expensive. It's literally theme park pricing for not even theme park quality food. I'm sorry. I just can't. I mean, I love the Landry's restaurants. It's the same company that owns Yak and Yeti, for heaven's sake.
Which is our favorite.
Which is literally one of our favorite over at Animal Kingdom. So, where else should you go? Literally anywhere else. Except, I'm going to put it here. I've got a runner-up.
Ooh.
That is going to be on the same level, and that's Planet Hollywood over at Disney Springs. Again, used to be on our list of places we enjoyed going, and it's gotten so expensive, and the food quality has gone downhill so fast.
And again, so loud.
Oh, yeah.
Now, again, we're old. I get it.
Get off my lawn.
But if you can't even hold a conversation because you're screaming at one another over the atmosphere, that's not a good time for anybody. It's just not. Also, about Rainforest, I will say, if you have someone in your party, if you have a child or an adult who is sensitive to sensory issues, please avoid this place. Not only is it loud because talking and loud parties and children and all of that, but there's also storms that come through. The animals make noises. There are so many things going on. And if you have someone in your party who is sensitive to that, this is going to be an actual nightmare for bad food in the end. So not worth it.
Yeah, same with T-Rex, which is also at Disney Springs. It has the same issues with loud and surprising noises.
Oh, and we didn't say, I guess I just kind of assume that people know this, but there's animatronics. So Rainforest Cafe has like gorillas and tigers and whatnot in the rainforest around your tables and such. And T-Rex, of course, has dinosaurs everywhere. So not only loud and noisy, and there's also movement involved. So yeah, lots of sensory things happening.
So other runners-up, in my opinion, Coral Reef. We love this restaurant over the years, but their menu has gotten so small.
The food was fine, but like Rod said, the selection is so small that it's very hard to choose something. And the service was fantastic.
Yes, cast members were fantastic.
Atmosphere is still great. I love eating by the tanks. I know some people think it's weird to eat fish while you're watching fish, but it's a thing. People go on cruises and do it all the time.
How would you think they could fix this?
I think it needs a general rehab. Coral Reef needs new carpet. First of all, it smells musty. It smells old. It's been there since opening day. It needs a menu overhaul for sure. Maybe even a new chef that comes in. I don't know. The food that we had was fine. It wasn't offensive, which is why it didn't make our list. It's just a dishonorable mention. And last on our dishonorable mention list is one that didn't make our list only because we haven't personally experienced it. And that is because of all the reasons we're about to tell you. To save your own money, we choose to save our own money too. So, and that is over at Magic Kingdom, Be Our Guest. Now, this is, again, controversial because it's some people's favorite because you get to eat inside the Beast Castle. It's Beauty and the Beast themed. You can eat in the West Wing. You can eat in the ballroom. There's all kinds of different rooms you can experience. However, this is currently $72 for an adult. It's a price-fixed menu. You're not choosing a la carte. And that is higher than character dining pricing for no character dining.
Yeah, the Beast walks through and waves. Most kids are going to think they're going to be able to say hi to the Beast and Belle, and it doesn't happen here.
So that is an easy fix. And boy, do we have ways that Disney could save this.
Actually have the Beast and Belle come through and say hi.
Or like they used to do at the end of your meal, they had a set up location with Belle and Beast where you got to go through and you could meet and greet and photograph and autograph and all of those things like a normal meet and greet. And you would just do it at the end of your meal, and it was everybody got to do it. That was brilliant. They also used to have a breakfast and a lunch menu that was a less expensive option to get to experience this fantastic venue for a lesser cost. And they got rid of that because they realized they didn't need it. They could charge the same price and it was still full all the time. It's also very French.
I'm French! Why do you think I have this outrageous accent?
Menu. So if you're not a fan of French food, this is not going to be for you. And if you don't want to spend $72 per adult, this is not going to be for you. So because of that, we've never done it. But we're also recommending that maybe it's something that you rethink and not do. Rod, where do we recommend instead?
Well, we've talked about a lot of restaurants over the years, basically. Some of our favorites are Toledo over at Coronado Resort, Steakhouse 71 at the Contemporary, Brown Derby at Disney's Hollywood Studios.
If you want to stay in Magic Kingdom specifically, to not do Be Our Guest, you could do Cinderella's Royal Table, which has a slightly better menu. but definitely is character dining.
And a lot more expensive.
It is more expensive, but you're in the castle.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like the castle. So
and as a meet and greet. They do come around and talk to you.
Yes. And you get like 4 or 5 princesses.
That's where it becomes worth it for you and your family.
Yes, exactly. So you get that trade-off. Another option that we really love. Now, it's not character dining. It is still a Magic Kingdom, though. If you want a fun experience, we always recommend Skipper's Canteen. We think the food is good. We've heard people have had varying experiences, but I think that's the case everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
We've always had a good experience. The theming is Jungle Cruise, so you're going to have a good time. You're going to have some bad dad jokes, and make sure you flip your menu over because it does say backside of menu.
I love that.
I love that. So you're going to have a good time and a lot less expensive, and you get to choose off a menu. It's not price fixed. So soak that up while you can because everything seems to be turning into price fixed lately. But those are the ones that we recommend are maybe not worth your money. Save some money, do some better things, and if some of these are your favorites, then we're sorry.
Nothing personal.
Nothing personal. But let us know what would have made your list. What is a restaurant that you've been to that you think maybe is not quite worth it?
Before we go, we always have to thank the Phoenicians. So thank you, Phoenicians.
Thank you, Phoenicians. And don't forget to rate, review, like, share, and subscribe. It really does help other people find us. You can find us on social media on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and wherever you listen to podcasts.
The Epcotian Adventure is a $1,000 brunch production and a proud gold member of D23. Thanks for joining us today for episode 156 of the Epcotian Adventure. I'm Rod.
And I'm Sue.
And we'll see you in line.
Bye.
Thank the Phoenicians.
It was just good. It was good. It was islandy. Islandic. It was just good. That was dumb.
It was off the rails.
It was good.
So it was good, is what you think it was good?
Oh,
I think
dear.
we've established that it was good.